Big checks, big deposits. I got it. Hey, run that shit up, Trace.
Run it up.
I got it.
Run it up.
I got it.
Run it up.
I got it.
Big checks with big deposits. Run it up. 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 Big checks with big deposits. Big bag what I beat on. Play the corner like Dion. Hard code like Freon. No time for you peons. Pandemic ain't stop nothing. Apply pressure, I'm job hunting. Wrist good, I'ma bop something. Fire on me, I'm Glock busting. Got rich, then I went broke. Bounce back like good dope. Bad times I kick those. Mama told me don't trust hoes. When a boss talk, you don't speak. Keep niggas on a long leash. Money coming, they gon' creep. Step on niggas like long feet. Stuff money in my tube socks. Right back when the work drop.
Yo, welcome to AAA Sports 2024 Season 2. How everybody doing, man? What's up? What's good?
What's up, everybody?
Yo, y'all ready? Y'all ain't ready, man. Y'all cats don't look like y'all ready.
Hey, man, I'm ready, man. I got a lot of stuff on
Y'all
my
ready,
chest, man? I got a lot of,
Hey, it's a lot to talk about, man. 2024 is starting off right.
You were damn
Man,
right too.
I've been in my
Y'all ain't ready, man. 2024. Cats ready for 2025 already.
You just still keeping that pipe dream of the Bills winning alive. That's all that is.
We finally about to get one, man.
Nah, I ain't gonna move to another team.
I ain't think I was gonna be alive, man. We finally about to get one, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm shocked at them though. They came a long way from that Denver loss.
They did.
Long way. That's no joke. That's not trying to be funny. They came a long way.
Hey, being on this podcast gave us good luck, I see, boy. It was meant for me to be on one.
Trent, everybody got time for you and your Bills,
I'm not even a bias though. I'm coming as a a real sports analyst too. Hey, them Bills, them Bills winning it. Them Bills winning it this year and next year. Hey, I'm not even biased, man. Sports analyst, we winning it this year and next year.
Damn.
Let's crown us 2 years in a row.
So that's not you saying you the sports analyst.
I'm not biased, man. Some of these cats be biased on here. I ain't saying no names. DJ, Reggie, I ain't saying no names. Cats be biased, man.
We sorry.
Cats be biased on here.
We can't pick a new team every week like you do.
That's just being smart when your team lose. That's all that is. That's just being smart.
Hey, me and she can go stick with our Eagles. I'm damn sure sticking with my Florida State because we ain't do nothing wrong.
Let me just stick to basketball, man.
Florida State. Listen, that was a crime, but the Philadelphia Eagles. That's something else, bro. That's really embarrassing, truthfully.
And when it comes to baseball, the fourth I picked when it comes to the last 4 teams in the playoff. When it comes to MLB.
Accident, my bad.
Man, what y'all on, man?
that bull crap.
Guess so, man.
Hey, yo, before we get it started, anybody got anything they need to bring up? Any important events or anybody anything they've done, anything that's going on before we jump into it and Big Chicken take us to our first set of topics?
Well, I ain't really did nothing, but I want to give a couple of people birthday shout outs. Shout out to my friend, rest in peace, Chappelle Welsh. Today's her birthday. Shout out to my homegirl Dominique as well. Dominique Venable, it's her birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And my boy Fluke's birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday.
I know.
Happy birthday
for sure.
My nephew's birthday was what? Monday.
Well, it is right. Yep. Your nephew won it too. Hey, that's dope.
Yeah. Shout out to him. He won it. Representing Yo.
Yeah.
Yo,
I forgot that's my nephew too.
Third grade. Her birthday was 2 days ago too. Shout out to her.
Shout out.
So let's go ahead. Big Chicken, take us into the start it off, man.
Well, let's start off with some college news. I know we talked about it last week, but we could talk about it one more time because you know how much of a legend he was. Let's talk about Nick Saban's retirement.
I say again, that NIL deal did him in real good. I think that he's probably the GOAT. He had a great career, but I think that NIL deal definitely sped up his retirement for sure.
Yeah.
I say it's both. I say that the portal too. Portal and NIL deal, man.
Yes.
He don't want none to deal. He don't want to deal with none of that. At his age too, right now, when you can't control players, it's a whole different ball game, man.
Right.
So he did it at the best time for sure for him.
That's true too.
Dude, Alabama getting rated though right now.
Like you see, my nose is killing them.
That's fact.
Everybody got them.
Oh, hey, people, the nose been getting some of their players.
Man, we got like 7 or 8 of them.
Listen, Alabama players looking like Neil Long right now.
Yo, I heard we're gonna talk on it later, but DJ, I heard a rumor that Milroe was talking about getting in the portal.
I heard that too, but I ain't seen nothing concrete with it. I don't know why. Washington coach, he good with offense. He can handle his quarterback. Yeah. I think he's gonna stick around at least through the spring.
Man, so I mean, I know y'all spoke on it last week, and I wasn't here. Overall, though, I mean, is Nick Saban the GOAT as far as college football coaches?
I think it's got to be hands down, right?
Yeah, he got to be.
Yeah, I don't think it's close.
No, it's not close.
I'm gonna give it to him, even though I used to want it to be my boy Bobby Bowden, and I think either Bobby Bowden had it, but Joe Paterno was an all-time winningest coach. But Nick Saban got them rings, man, and them rings, it just puts you at GOAT status.
They weigh a lot, that's for sure.
What's so crazy though, man? We can say it's the transfer portal and the NIL deal, but the fact that he had them boys like that, he went 43 yards away from going to the national championship, and I know Washington not beating them boys if they go. That's what's wild about it, though, man. Like they was this close to going, and they definitely would have won it.
Right? Yeah, could have walked off in the train. Like
man, that'd have been dope. It would have made it look like nobody couldn't really say that, even though we knew he was walking away from it. Like, dude still made it to the Final Four, and we still saying he's running though, which is crazy.
You know what's incredible about his run at Alabama? Up until this last recruiting class, it felt like every recruiting class since 08 has won a national championship. If you stayed 4 years,
man, that's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. If you went to Alabama when Nick Saban was a coach, you won at least one chip. That's
a crazy stat.
Facts.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's like messing around with the chick that got tossed around in high school. If you one of every 4 dudes walked away with an STD.
Man.
What else we got going on, Big Chicken?
Well, we talked about the coach who retired from Alabama. Let's talk about the coach who's going to Alabama, and Kalen Gobert.
I'm not sure how he can succeed. At least not year one.
Right.
He's got some big shoes to fill. It's gonna be hard.
Right.
And he's not one of them. Like, I look at it like
boy.
Like, like how Shire replaced Coach K, but at least he was a Duke guy.
Right.
This dude coming out from out of nowhere, he ain't an Alabama guy. He only gonna get a year or two. Like if they lose 4 or 5 games next year, his second year, he's gonna be on the hot seat.
This the Washington coach?
Yeah.
The head coach?
Yeah.
Oh man, he had why would he leave though, man? I don't understand that.
I mean,
it's Alabama.
You right? That's Alabama. You would have been like,
I don't know though. Like you just had a championship team.
Yeah, but
now
is
you
the quarterback coming back? Is the quarterback coming back?
Then you going into the Big Ten. It's gonna be way harder. Like it's still Alabama and still come with.
Was Bama before? I'm trying to think. Was Bama doing that when Nick Saban was gone? They still was winning like that.
No, they had a little they had a dry stretch, but
I mean, they
still
had a nice
Bama.
draw with. Yeah, I know they still was Bama, but
I'm saying they still had
the SEC still was the SEC. But I'm just saying, as far as in, man, he gonna
they
lose more.
They won in the '90s. Bear Bryant. They still Bama with the right coach. It's still a better job than Washington, and it pays more.
Hell yeah, it's a lot of jobs better than Washington. Washington's not even the best job in the fucking Pac-10. Let's be realistic. It's not even the second best job out there.
Not even close to.
Man,
I wouldn't.
Yeah, if UCLA called, he probably would have left.
USC, he would have been gone.
Oh, we know USC.
He would have been gone.
Yeah, Oregon.
He would have went to Oregon, USC. He'd have went to Michigan. He'd went to Ohio State. He'd have went to Penn State. He'd have went to
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Like, the crazy part about it is that the reality of it is though, like Nick Saban, I mean, Alabama was Alabama under Bear Bryant, but it wasn't like this.
No,
it wasn't as dominant, and it wasn't this. And you still value Notre Dame over at Ohio State over Alabama. You still value Texas over them. Hell, at one point in time, Texas A&M back in the 80s and the 70s was even more valuable than Alabama. Georgia is still a hot considered. You said what? Oklahoma, Georgia.
I mean, he could have went to Dallas Cowboys. Dallas, Eagles.
Dallas needs all the help they could get, but we ain't gonna get on the home yet.
He'd have job security if he went to Dallas.
Oh, damn, that's true. That's true. I don't know. I wish him the best. I think his players felt the way when he left. I know that much. They said they found out by TV.
That's crazy,
man. That's what I said, man. These coaches, man, they still there's no way in today's time, man. You're not keeping it 100 with these kids, man. Let's tell them straight up. They're gonna be mad. Like, some kids gonna get mad no matter what. People gonna get mad no matter what, man. Be straight up. Like, I hate when they be like, "Nah, I ain't taking that job" or whatever. Tell them you might take the job. Like, you don't know. Like, let's be straight up with these cats. Is 18 to 24. Nowadays, you got them 26, 27 though, man, with the 6-7 years, man. Like, you don't be straight up with these players.
But at the end of
like,
the
what's
day,
so hard about doing that?
The truth has some respect behind it, right? So regardless if they're mad or not, they'll still have some respect for you.
Like, which one? The one of the messed up ones, man, was that old boy? Was that Rich Rodriguez when he left West Virginia, and he was talking all that stuff about not leaving, man, and just left them boys like that? That was cold-hearted, boy.
Cincinnati.
I think Deion should be the coach of Alabama.
The crazy thing, real quick, with Luke Fickell, this how crazy the job is. My nephew was committed to Cincinnati. The day before he decommitted to go to Michigan, Fickell and them was trying to get him because they heard rumors. They were trying to get him to stay, and they took a new job.
Man, yeah, these coaches, they be getting mad at these players, man. These coaches be, which I don't blame them, but man, this be real.
These hoes ain't loyal. They be playing games.
Well, let's go on and talk about Washington's new head coach in Jeb Fisher. Fish,
he's a good coach.
Old head coach for Arizona.
He turned Arizona around pretty quick,
True.
Where he used to coach at? I forget where he coached at before. Was he at Miami for a little bit, like OC?
I don't know much about dude.
He was UCLA. He was at UCLA, then went to the Rams for an assistant coach, and then was at Arizona.
Yeah, but he turned Arizona around. I think they was top 20 in the nation. I seen 9 players from Arizona just hit the portal in 10 minutes. But I think he's gonna do good at Washington.
I think so too. I don't think that Washington lost out by getting him as a coach either.
Right.
I'll take that trade.
And it probably was cheaper too.
That's what I'm saying. Now that dude fucking then got to a national championship game, his price through the fucking roof.
When you see coaches leave the way they leaving now, then you see why the transfer portal is needed, but they just gotta fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like the way they got it to where they just gotta find a way to fix it. But I can see like that's good that they can leave, man, because before you still can't leave, you know. The way they can leave now when these coaches was taking these jobs.
Right.
Especially like it's because you gotta think too though, when you bring in a head coach, man, say you gotta think sometimes you don't know who they keeping on, like as far as in their assistant, like they bring in a new assistant coach, probably a new officer, like you don't know who they bringing in. So somebody who recruited you and it's like a DB coach that's there for you might not even be there. So you understand why these people are leaving. So you can't even blame them, but at least they can leave now though, which is a good thing.
And to your point, what if the coach got a different fucking coaching philosophy? What if you're running quarterback and you a throwing quarterback or vice versa? What you gonna do?
Yeah, and that happens a lot. You know, they bringing in their system, and you might not fit their system. So it's like at least now they can leave though.
Remember going back in the day, like you said, when you brought up Rich Rod. Remember Michigan had Ryan Mallett at quarterback. That wasn't nowhere near Rich Rod type of quarterback.
Yeah, you're right. He had all those running like at West. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. What we got next, Manny? Big Chicken.
Let's go about Coach Prime playing favorites by excusing his sons from the first team meeting so they can attend Louis Vuitton Fashion Fest.
I don't like that.
I hate it.
Yeah, you can't do that, man. Nah, heck no.
I don't like that.
I don't like that at all. I'm like old boy off of Belly eating the banana. Like I don't like that.
How can you win when you establish a culture like that?
Exactly.
Man, I ain't know he did that, man.
And then you can't sit there and say, "Oh, well, I look at all y'all like my sons," or "I look at y'all the same." No, you don't. That's a lie.
Right.
That's a lie.
No, only other person you to let do that was Travis Hunter. We already know that. Yeah, you look at him as your son. That's about it.
Right. That's it. And whoever your new 5-star recruit is, he your
son
too.
Yep.
That tackle that they fought real hard to get.
Yeah.
The key.
Yeah, we know that's about it. Like man, you can't do that, man. That's a no.
Yeah.
No, you can't go. What was that record again?
Yeah.
Like
what was that record? What, 5-4?
Shitty.
4-8.
What's bad?
4-8, and you excusing dudes to go to Fashion Week?
No. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's a 4-8 chance, man.
You got the most sacked quarterback not learning his offensive line. Ain't that something?
Yeah, that's wild.
Arthur getting swagged out.
No, that's not a good look. And this is not how you build winning programs. By showing this favoritism, these kids will remember, and it's only so long that they're going to look up to you like they're going to idolize you, but only for so long, and they're going to start to see you as a coach or an insufficient coach.
I'm about to say, as who you are.
Yeah, as who you are. They're going to start looking past the person they idolize and start looking at you as a coach and seeing your flaws. Nah, you can't. You got to have. If anybody needs to be there more than anybody else, it's your kids to show examples of leadership, and just that there is no favorites, and this is about being down to business, and we got something to prove for next season.
I'm about to say whenever my pops coached me, I always got it the hardest, man.
I was about to say
that's how I be.
Yeah, like they got to go extra to prove that there's no favoritism.
Right.
Yeah. You about to really see the good with the bad with this stuff, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, we all happy these kids is getting paid, right? Like, kids, people always been getting paid under the table, but not nowhere close to the money they getting. But now, a lot of these cats really ain't, man. These people, they really not. They loving football for the money now, which is, it's cool once you. But they a lot of times you was like, especially college, man. everybody love college because everybody playing their hardest, man, just to get to that next level. Now the way they getting paid, man, these cats, everybody's super celebrities now to where they really not taking it serious, man. Level. Yeah, they're not even taking it serious no more.
So how much you think they got paid for doing that?
Man,
to play devil's advocate as their dad.
They had to get paid. I would think they got. Like, if you didn't they had to get paid.
How can you justify taking money away from your sons like that if they're getting paid like that?
Yeah, right. They get paid.
That's true.
Everybody,
then you right. If I'm on the team, I'm like, yeah, I'd have took that money too. Then, so you right.
I mean,
we don't know if they got paid. You right, and they definitely had to.
Especially if
But
that's my
real
dad,
quick,
I'm looking at him like, you got me fucked up if you think I'm not going to get a fucking bag, Dad, over some football practice that I could give a
But
fuck less about.
well, I agree with that.
The quality coaches to be like the priority is football. Getting paid is getting paid more money is the benefit of being there for football. And like NFL players, they don't give a fuck what meeting, what brand meeting, all the other stuff they got to go to. Football practice, team organization, team events are our number one priority. Or what the hell are you here for?
Didn't Michael Jordan say, like, I got all these off the court opportunities because I'm good in basketball?
Yeah, right.
The priority should be the sport.
Yeah.
Like, you're not out there because you're not good.
Well, I think there's so much media out there that it comes too easy. I mean, you could be, there's levels to the fame nowadays, you know, like these kids are at the low level of fame, but they're still making a lot of fucking money. I mean, and they're getting random ass brand deals. I mean, sure, this is for Louis Vuitton, but a lot of these cats aren't getting big name brand deals, but they're still getting paid.
But it's like, you can't, like, how can you say, like, all right, everything about team, everything about that, then you miss the first team event?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not fair.
No, it's not. That's not how you. That's just not. I'm not mad at the kids. The kids gonna do what they're gonna do.
Right.
The disappointment is, and if we're all being honest, and some of us are being honest and saying, "Yo, we really rooting for Coach Prime to succeed," then this right here is a no-no. This is not how you run a program. This is not how you, especially when you're allowing your sons, to do that, and it just sends a bad message to the team. And we're going to see it as it go along, and of course, some people are going to take it as hate because within side, if you're a Deion Sanders fan, then you're a Coach Prime fan, and you're rooting for him to succeed. But more and more stuff is coming out. He doesn't like to recruit, hence why they don't do that good at on high school level, pulling in recruits, because Deion doesn't like to go out and go on visits and recruit. I
mean, that's a big reason why these rich people, like NFL great athletes, don't want to do college.
Right. And so he doesn't want to partake in the recruiting game like he should, and that's why he goes in the transfer portal, because again, he wants that instant success. He wants to do this and do this quick. He doesn't move like a man trying to establish a solid foundation and building something long lasting. Everything that he's been doing sounds like, I'm only here for the moment. I want to coach my boys, and maybe I do NFL, but maybe I won't. But after I'm done with my boys and they're both graduated, I'm out.
You feel that way?
That's how it looks.
Like, I don't think he's gonna be there past this year. When Travis Hunter gone, both his boys is gone. I don't see him being there.
Right.
Me neither.
No.
I think he in it just for his sons, really. Now that that's like when people be coaching little league and they move up to every level with their kid.
Yeah,
that's what it seemed like he's doing that. You know what I'm saying? He's doing that in college right now.
I'm about to say he's got the name to do it though.
Yeah, he do.
But college, like you said, college a grind though. Like that's, you really gotta. It never stops. Like they already recruiting 2025 class. They're already getting ready for 2016. Like,
listen,
it don't stop.
What I'll say about Deion is he better win, and he's not. Listen, next season. Listen, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna pray for him because that's a lie, but I'm hoping that he wins next season because this year I really rooted for him and he really overall looked bad, and that's the truth of the situation. If he does not win at least about 10 games next season, it's a failure, and he's probably gonna rightfully lose his job.
I don't think that's fair though. When you
we win 9 games, you think that's a failure?
Yeah. What conference are they going to be in next year?
I think the Big 12.
Big 12.
That's winnable.
9-3 in the Big 12 is a failure if Oklahoma and Texas aren't going to be there.
I think maybe, but Colorado 2 years ago was legit the worst college football program in the country.
That's true, but look at all that stunting they doing. Look at all that
I get that part.
And look at this. Look at this. You letting them miss meetings and walkthroughs, whatever the fuck it is, man, you gotta win. Like if you're gonna do all that and make excuses, like I give a perfect example. Like the Dallas Cowboys in the 90s, a lot of their players got away with a lot of shit. But they won. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're gonna have like messy situations where players get away with shit and you swagged out and you know everybody's rooting for you, everybody's at the game and all that shit and all the bullshit that you're doing, winning has to come with it. And truthfully, like I said, I've defended him all year. I'm not defending him no more. I ain't sparing his ass no more. He went 4-8. Why are we even talking about him?
But Reg, if you're gonna use the Cowboys in the 90s, they was winning before they started partying like that. This is one of the worst college football programs that we've seen 2 years ago. There got to be some context to it, though. Like, to go from where they've been to 4 games was good. Didn't it say 10?
Hey, DJ,
Maybe
that
7
makes
or 8.
sense. For the year before, they was 4-8.
Listen.
I'm saying, give me 7 or 8 next year. I feel like that's more reasonable. 10 is a lot.
I tried. Listen, bro. I tried to give him 7 or 8 this year. I tried.
I thought they was gonna get 7.
I was about to say, with all that shit he was talking,
You believe
I was
now?
surprised they got 4. Like they really was a bad football team last year. Like 2 years ago, they really was bad. Like YSU could have walked into Colorado and beat them.
Listen, I'll put you like this. It was a success with his 4 games, but he has to go way farther than that. I'm not giving him a pass for 5 or 6. Fuck no. He got to
do 7 or 8.
Listen, he got to win that conference or barely win it or like almost win it. That's the only way.
I respect it. I'm gonna say 7 or 8 for me.
In the Big 12, though,
Oklahoma State is still there. They're still a good team. I think Utah is there. Utah might be one of the better teams in the country next year.
I don't know about all that.
This is
Now Utah will be really good this year.
Is that their schedule?
Yeah, this is next year's Big 12, and it's still it's not too much of an easy conference I thought it was going to be. It's going to be pretty tough, to be honest, for what they looked like last year.
Listen, the games they should win is Arizona, Arizona State, Baylor, Cincinnati, Houston, Iowa, Kansas, Kansas State. Who else? BYU is very easily winnable. UCF and West Virginia. That's 11 beatable teams right there. In the
I'm telling you, but they don't play them all. The winner of that conference is going to be Utah against Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He gonna have to get some dubs.
And I'm basing my information on Utah for what I've seen and off of what other like top people like Joe Clapp placed Utah in his top 8.
Well, listen, Utah was ranked mostly all of last season. I'm not saying like they weak or nothing like that. But what I'm saying is when we talk about Utah, we're not talking about like a powerhouse or nothing like that. You know what I mean? We're not going to expect them to win the national championship or anything like that. That's all I'm saying.
No, but I expected them in the playoffs.
Utah?
But I agree with like I think even if it was like a top 4, if it was still 4, I would have expected them to be in one of those 4 next year. That's how good I think Utah going to be.
Yeah, I just think that conference is going to be very, very winnable. And it's going to be no excuse. Like I said, the teams I just named, all them teams, he should beat them. Well, I'm saying he's playing. And that's part of the problem. Right there. They should be.
I see them losing to Kansas, maybe one of Kansas or Kansas State. We'll see. Utah, Oklahoma State. I don't really know where anybody else got. Cincinnati might might come back.
That conference to me, you know what it looks like to me, DJ? That looks like a conference where somebody will go undefeated. It's still, well, I guess that can't happen next year with the 12 teams in the playoffs. But if that conference, if it was this season with those teams, if they went undefeated, they probably wouldn't have made the playoffs.
Probably. Yeah, this year.
Let's try to transition to the transfer portal, where we got to talk about how Tua's little brother got his request denied and did not have another year.
Man, I was about to say, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That would have been messed up if they would have gave him 7, man. Move
And
on.
apparently,
There's somebody
Nick
else who
Saban
got
also
it,
tried to
though.
help him.
Say that again, Chicken.
Nick Saban tried to help him like get his year back, but they still wouldn't let it happen.
Ain't it somebody that got 7 though? Ain't it somebody in there that got 7?
Yeah, there's somebody that got 7. So,
Yeah.
but man, he be all right.
Yeah, I mean, shoot. Go play in the UFL, like the United Football League, if you don't make it to the NFL.
Yeah, go sign with the Rock.
Because he damn sure
All right.
playing it. Work your way up. That's all you gotta do. You got a name for yourself.
All right, Big Chicken. Let's get this disappointment out the way. Let's go. What we got next?
Let's go NBA and let's save NFL for last.
My bad. Wait. Should we do while we're here in college? Should we do Teran's not Teran's but DJ's top transfer portal players? You want to do that?
We can do that.
All right. I loaded it up so it's in there so you can play it.
All righty, guys. First, we got Caleb Downs. Next, Caden Proctor, left tackle, Alabama. 3 is Nathaniel Calipo, tackle from Washington. 4 is Lance Hurd, tackle, LSU. Number 5, Jaber Muhammad, tight end, Alabama. Number 7, Will Rogers, quarterback, Mid-State. Number 8, Rashad Amos, running back from Miami, Ohio. Number 9, Denver Harris, cornerback, LSU/Texas A&M. And number 10, Jordan McLeod, quarterback, James Madison. This has been DJ's top transfer portal players this week.
Hey, I got
talk
to
about
picture.
Caleb
D.
Downs.
I was look like you running in the rain.
That
in
is
that
a
one
picture.
picture.
Ain't no picture. Hey, just real quick, Caleb Downs, he's special. He's that Earl Thomas, Eric Berry, Minka Fitzpatrick type of player.
I think Buckeyes and Georgia want him bad.
Yeah, I think them the top 2. They should be. We should know by Saturday, maybe, possible.
I think them tackles, all them tackles that are in there are real high priority, high value. I expect Coach Prime to be hard because Colorado needs linemen to going hard for maybe 1 or 2 of them, and I expect Ohio State to go hard for that Caden Proctor kid. They said Ohio State is trying to get him. Didn't Ohio State get the center?
They got the center, but it's looking like Proctor going to Iowa.
Yeah, he's going to Iowa. I think he's going back. He's going to Iowa.
That was supposed to go to Iowa and Alabama stolen, right?
Well, he ain't say, but I don't know if he's going, but he might be like that's who on his list. First, I know they like strong. Like he might be going Iowa for sure.
He was supposed to go there.
I know Ohio State going after the kid from Washington.
Okay. Well, that's going to be a good pickup right there. They need it. My Florida State would take any of them. I mean, we were taking the rest of them. I mean, we didn't turn it to like a mini Alabama. I mean, what's 1 or 2 more players going to hurt?
No,
I think y'all in position.
If Florida State can just get their own in-state fucking players, they will win on their own. You know, they don't need no fucking transfer.
Facts. I know, right?
I think Florida State.
We got the number 5 recruiting class. So we recruiting. We recruiting and doing the portal. My guys, come on now. We number 5 class, and we got the top 2 portal class. I mean, to me, I'm just saying.
I personally think Florida State and Auburn is in best position to step up as that number 2 team in the South. Like Georgia gonna be number 1, but somebody got to take that next spot. I think it's gonna be Florida State and Auburn.
Man, I want to see how Alabama look next year, man. To be losing this many players, man, I got to see how they gonna look.
Watch out for LSU. They right around the corner, bro.
Yeah,
got a quarterback though. Who's gonna be their QB?
That's true.
Yeah, shoot, I don't even know.
I ain't seen too many quarterbacks in these draft portals.
All right, now we can move on, Big Chicken.
Well, let's get to NFL last because we got some big games to talk about. Let's talk about the NBA, and I hand that over to C5.
There hasn't been much news to talk about. I did some research. Hasn't been really much going on in the news, but there's some big matchups going on. Yesterday, we had an MVP look against Jokic and Embiid. Sixers and the Nuggets played.
That was a good game.
It was a good game. Let's see. Jokic had 25 points, 19 rebounds, 3 assists. Embiid had 41 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds. Yeah.
Embiid feel like he take those games.
That's a big man matchup right there.
Yeah. Big man matchup right there. I don't know. Embiid was looking good,
He was. I
scored
was
a
watching him.
but I don't know. Jokic on the glass is fucking nasty. 19
How
fucking
many rebounds did Jokic have again?
He had 19.
Damn.
Man, he got 19, and Embiid was on the floor.
Yeah,
Damn.
right.
Embiid's not the best rebounder now.
I see.
I like
Wow.
Maxey, man. I was watching that game yesterday. Maxey,
Oh, he is good.
Yeah, he is. He's fast as
Yeah,
fuck too.
Yeah, he nice.
Well, he had 25 yesterday. 25 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. Yeah,
They
man had
definitely
his
not-
ass fucking working too. He played the
Yeah,
whole game.
Yeah, they not missing James Harden though. With Maxey balling the way he balling.
Hell no. Kind of brings up another point I wanted to get into. Who do you guys think's going to win the MVP? Was a good
Man.
look.
I don't know.
I think Jokic is gonna get another one.
I don't know.
I don't watch
think
it
so,
up to
too.
know. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean,
I
People are
think
worried
Jokic
right
will
now.
have it. I think Jokic will have the toughest time winning it. I think they'll give it to Giannis or Embiid again before him.
well,
messed up,
Embiid
though.
is having trouble. I mean, he's injury prone, right? So the NBA put in this new rule: you have to play like 63 games or something to be considered for MVP.
Yeah, you have to
So-
be considered.
That's a good
I
one.
like to see the kid from Oklahoma State, like Oklahoma City. I meant to say.
Shea Gilgeous, he's
Yeah, I
up
like
there.
to see him like somebody different.
Yeah, he up there.
He's good.
He's ranked 3rd right now still.
He's good. He's good. That kid can play.
Who the top 5 they got right now?
The top 5 for MVP is Embiid, Jokic, Shea Gilgeous, Luka, and Giannis.
Man, I
I
kind of
don't
want
think it
Shea
changed
Gilgeous.
from last week.
I kind of want Shea Gilgeous to get a win. Man, he balling.
I
He got
know,
Oklahoma
bro.
City. I mean, he
But
got
he
Oklahoma.
plays for Oklahoma though.
That's the only downfall.
Right.
He a
That's
baller
like-
though, man. That
Oh,
dude
yes,
is a
yeah.
baller, man.
You can't
He's
stop
wait.
unstoppable.
If KD can get one for Oklahoma City, so can Shea Gilgeous.
But look how long
Yeah.
it took KD to get that bitch in Oklahoma. Because he
Oh, I
probably could have
think-
won it 2 seasons before that.
Oh, but it wasn't fair. He was going against LeBron and Kobe and whatnot. every
Right.
year fight.
I mean, yeah, but what I'm saying is listen,
That's
it's
about the
Oklahoma
same level of competition right now.
City. Yeah.
I'm going
mean,
for Shea Gilgeous, man.
Come on,
Whenever
over,
they play,
over
whenever they
Embiid
play,
and Joker? Like
Yep.
that's
Because
That's
Oklahoma
crazy.
City, I think Oklahoma City's looking like, don't they got the better record out of all three?
They have to win. If
Yeah.
Oklahoma City is the
Yeah, the
number one
record-
seed, then they'll win. Then he'll win it. Other than that, he's not fucking getting
like
it.
I ain't gonna be honest,
What
that's like
about if
Joker.
it's
You know,
Top 3. So what if they top 3 and not number 1? What if they like top 3?
he should be able to win at top 3.
Yeah.
If he
Oklahoma
got,
City.
if he bring Oklahoma to top 3, how can he not get
Look,
that,
look, look.
man?
When we prove it to you, raise your hand if you think that Oklahoma City has a chance of winning the finals this year. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Everybody else we talking about has a chance of fucking winning. They not.
I mean, to be
Luka,
fair,
bro.
if it was me, I'd only see the Nuggets. I don't see the 76ers making it.
Man, yeah, right. Sixers ain't winning it neither.
Yup.
And Dallas ain't going
I'd
to
only give it to Nicola.
Dallas ain't gonna win it, right?
Listen, there's still somebody else that y'all not saying. Y'all
Um,
don't think that the
Milwaukee?
Milwaukee Bucks have a great chance to win this year.
But it's a regular
I don't
season
think that should
award.
consider
Not,
MVP though. I don't.
yeah, that
I'ma
shouldn't
tell
be
you- I'm gonna tell you why we don't believe in Oklahoma. I mean, why we don't believe in Milwaukee. Because Chris Middleton is gonna get hurt and disappear and not be there come playoff time.
It
Like
don't
like
matter.
it always happened, or some freak accident to the Greek
matter.
freak.
They got
happened.
Lillard though, bro.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That problem is solved now.
I think they do got a
Hey
chance.
man, besides the Joker,
real.
that's like whenever the Joker playing, you guarantee 24, 25, 10 over 10 rebounds, about nine or more assists.
I'm about to say he
same
almost
with-
guaranteed a triple double.
Same with Embiid though. You like Embiid gonna get at least 32 or something, but he the only other dude I'd be like, he getting 20. He ain't getting no less than 28 when Oklahoma playing. Like no matter who they playing, I'm like, dude gonna at least he ain't getting no less than 28.
Listen, Giannis the same way. He's gonna get 30 on you.
But I'm saying these all big, right? These all big guys though. I know that, I understand that. What I'm saying with old boy from Oklahoma,
He's the only guard.
whenever they play, I'm like, this dude is getting no less than 28. Like I'm talking about even his bag
he deserves it. It's just that they're not winning yet. Like once he becomes like a winner,
I'm gonna
then
say I think
He
in a year or
allergic-
two
he
he's
allergic-
definitely gonna have one.
yeah, and he allergic to having a bad game, man.
This year he becomes.
I
a
don't
winner.
feel like winning. I don't feel like winning the championship should be a factor in
Nah,
MVP.
I think it should all be like regular season.
Yeah, like I do agree your team has to be a good team. So like you have to be on a winning team, but winning the championship shouldn't factor into that. Because in any case, you could just give it to LeBron, give it to Jordan, give it to Shaq. Like nobody else should have won it.
Every year.
Right.
I mean, listen, the MVP doesn't always go to the best player. Listen,
We know this.
look at Steve Nash stats when he won MVP. Look at it. 2 years in a row. He averaged under 20, and nobody thought that the Phoenix Suns would win.
Man, that was punishment to Kobe Bryant. Man, they was punishing Kobe. Those are like both of those
Punishing a lot of players. Dirk Nowitzki, punishing Shaq, punishing the fuck out of LeBron, punishing a lot of people, bro.
Nash was historic though. Wasn't he like the first 50? What was that? 50, 40, 90, whatever it's called. Like
yeah,
he was doing crazy efficiency numbers though. Like
Listen.
before that was really a thing.
Listen. Tony Parker owes every championship ring he has to Steve Nash because he fucking murdered him every fucking chance he got. Every playoff series, he lit his ass up. Look, every time he tried to go to the basket, he got there. Steve Nash has no defense. He's the worst MVP in NBA history. That's a fact.
I ain't gonna say that's a fact because I don't know all of them.
Listen. Okay,
I mean, he up there.
Listen,
up there.
I give him. I put some next to him. Derrick Rose is like bad too.
Nah, Derrick Rose is amazing.
I don't know about that. Why is Derrick Rose bad?
Them the two worst MVPs in history.
Derrick
Rose.
Derrick
Rose. Derrick Rose is a monster, man. What?
In history. Compare them to any
You trying to
other
say
player that won MVP. Huh?
That's a crazy.
You trying to say worse than Glenn Rice?
I said league
That is
MVP.
a crazy thing.
I think Glenn Rice
crazy
got one.
No. Glenn Rice ain't never been league MVP ever. Never.
That's a crazy take though. Like Derrick Rose, Derrick Rose definitely deserved that MVP. Like when he won
definitely
it,
deserved that, man. He was.
To say for sure.
we look in hindsight because he got hurt, but Derrick Rose will be finishing up a Hall of Fame career right now without the injury.
Just like I said, compare them two players to anybody else that ever won it. You're gonna be like, yeah.
I mean, I don't know who won it though. That's why I can't sit back and be like, I can't say you wrong because I don't know who all won.
Damn,
right.
I can go. Hold on. I'm playing 2K. I can go on 2K and find it out right now.
Everybody else is beast.
I can't say you right neither because Derrick Rose is a beast.
Who is winning Rookie of the Year? Is it gonna be Wembanyama or Chet?
Chet.
Oh, I don't know. It's
Hey,
close.
Chet been balling though.
But
Hey,
listen,
Chet been
one year
balling,
he
man.
leads the league. He leads the league in blocks, and he averaged 19 and 11.
Shouldn't
Chet
that be
been
like with the winning? Like it should be Chet though. He on a winning team. Should we follow the same formula?
It should
Man,
be
it's
if that's
tough.
how we're talking because Victor
It's
ain't leading
tough.
his fucking team to no dubs, man.
Right.
As much as
right.
he's
Yeah, like-
hooping, it don't lead to nothing.
They're gonna do that. They're gonna do that BS that the BS they did when Grant Hill and Jason Kidd was both level 4. They're gonna make them
Yep.
co. They're gonna make
Hey,
them
but
co
look,
MVP.
Look how many
Shit.
minutes. Look how many minutes when Barney playing a game. He only playing like 24 minutes a night, or something low like that.
Yeah, it is
Hey, go on.
something low like that. It's like 26 points. It says in his last game.
Going back to this
28.
MVP thing real quick. Bob Cousy got a couple of MVPs. Who got one? I'm pretty sure
Bob
Steve Nash
Cousy
has
is way better than both of them.
Bob
Wait a minute.
McAdoo.
Bob
Bob
McAdoo
McAdoo.
is better than both of them.
You got
Bill
Bob
Walton.
Pettit, won a couple.
Bill Walton.
Bill Walton is way better than both of them before injury.
Dave
Way better.
Cohen. Dave Cohen
Way
won a
better.
couple.
No, you
Way
can't
better.
say that because
Way better.
you can't say that because now you're giving Bill Walton a pass for injury, but you're not giving
They got
Derrick
Derrick
Rose
Rose.
a pass for injury.
Championship player.
Right.
Championship player.
So is Derrick Rose
Oh.
without the injury.
Yeah.
Do we got a ring?
No.
No, because he got hurt and he ran into
He
LeBron.
blew out every single fucking ligament in his
all right,
knee,
all right.
bro.
Okay, so listen. So Bo Jackson and Terrell Davis are the two best running backs of all time.
No,
No, Bo Jackson never had 1,000 yards.
all time.
He never ran for 1,000 yards. I ain't trying to hear nothing about Bo Jackson.
Well,
Wait,
listen,
who
I'm a
said
Denver
that?
fan. I'm a
That's
Denver
DJ.
fan. Terrell Davis
He
is the
never ran
greatest
for
running
1,000.
back of all time. TD is the greatest running back
No.
of all time.
No. He had 2 great years.
Injury.
He had
No.
headaches. Anybody trying to hear that shit? Anybody trying to hear headaches from Terrell Davis? We ain't trying to hear that. Man,
I'm just
listen.
saying, if that's what we
I'm
base,
going-
if
I'm
that's
going
what we
back.
base
Like,
it on.
headache versus blowing out your knee.
No,
C5.
that's not why
Yeah.
that's not why his career ended over headaches. That's not why.
He kept getting migraines and concussions.
But that's not
Terrell
why.
Davis.
That's not why his career ended though.
Who you guys got? You guys got what's it? Rudy Gobert for Defensive Player of the Year?
Why not give it to him? Give it to him again.
That
Shit
seems
for
like a meaningless
is it 18th time?
award.
Yeah, it is a meaningless award. I think. I don't think it really means anything, but
It used to, but he don't. He
Yeah,
doesn't make. He's not effective. How like when, the effect he had like when Ben Wallace was getting it, or like even when Draymond was getting it, where Draymond affected the game in so many other ways, or even
Yeah.
Dwight
feel like he's-
Howard when he was getting MVP.
Right.
he sneaks under the radar. He's at number 1 right now, but for what? I mean, have you guys seen any crazy defensive plays from Rudy Gobert?
No, he just tall and just block shots.
That's
I don't
it.
even
He
know
just
this
being
Rudy
away.
Gobert.
Well, they should give it to the rookie then because he averages more blocks than him right now.
Yeah, in favorites to win, it's Rudy Gobert, Chet Holmgren, Anthony Davis, and OG Anunoby.
Now that'd be crazy if
Yeah, don't
Chet
give
won
Anthony
Why not
Rookie of the
Davis
Year
a-
and defensive.
Don't give
I think it
Anthony
should go
Davis.
to a guard. Like, cause you think about it, like, yeah, blocking shots is cool, but sometimes like you got a guy, what's it like a Bruce Bowen type?
I was gonna say Anthony
He ain't
Edwards
gonna-
was doing a
hold on.
lot defensively this year.
Yeah, like they don't show up in the stat sheet, but they defense is way harder. Like you hold like a Bruce Bowen's a hold Kobe to 30 on like 30 shots, but it might not be looking good because he got 30, but he making them work for it. He ain't
Yeah,
getting the
that was only
steals, he ain't getting
sometimes,
the
though.
blocks.
That was
I'm
only
a,
something. Don't think Bruce Bowen wasn't getting lit the
Oh
fuck
no,
up every other night.
I use that as an excuse. I mean, as an example. I just brought somebody up.
And that motherfucker was dirty too. I'm sure.
I'm just saying it's hard. It's hard to like judge great defenders in basketball because like if you're just looking at stats, it's like yeah, you guys blocking shots, but the cats on the wings be doing so much more. They just ain't getting those type of numbers.
That's true. It's harder
So-
to steal than it is to block a shot too.
Yeah.
C5. You the basketball guru on the show. Your opinion and my opinion is this, and tell me if I'm crazy. I felt that 3 years ago they should have traded Anthony Davis, and while he's playing like he's playing now and making it seem like he's got some value to him, they should trade him now while he's healthy and has some value to him and looking
I
like he's trying
agree
to
with
prove
that
something.
shit, bro. I don't know. I think LeBron has so much power on every single fucking team that he is on that he is in every single coach's ear. And I think he likes hooping with Anthony Davis, bro. I don't know what it is. I just think he likes hooping with them. And so I don't think he's going anywhere, but I agree with you. I think they should have traded him when he had some value and could have got some other pieces. And now they could have been a championship caliber team right now as opposed to in the shitter. And they've been trying to rebuild for a year, 2 years, 3 years. And it fucking ain't doing shit because Anthony Davis keeps getting hurt. And like you said, he's finally fucking healthy. So why not try to get some value where there's very little value, I see.
Listen, y'all saying that like other gyms are fucking blind or something.
True.
Ain't nobody giving you shit for him. Nothing.
I
Hey,
mean,
man, listen, you throwing Austin Reeves in there.
I agree with Randall on that.
but back in the day, I mean, three years ago he was hooping. 4 years ago he was doing all right,
That's true.
and enough
I
to
agree with
get
Red,
some
though, like-
some value.
But like, you can't really rebuild with LeBron. Like,
Too old.
No, you really, if they were smart, well, both of them dudes got some shelf life.
Yeah,
to
I get
them
rid of
bit
both.
and a little bit of
I get
value.
rid of
The
both.
Lakers should
don't they got no trade clauses though? Don't they?
I'll blow it up.
You can't. You just re-sign LeBron too. You can't.
Yeah, they should have
like,
got
long
Ben
as you
got
got
rid of both.
LeBron,
Everybody's trading.
but don't they got like no trade clauses though? Like, you can't really just trade and cats.
No,
Yeah, they got no trade clause,
last
and you
person-
got to go to where they get the pick. Yeah,
And he does not have a no trade clause in his.
Yeah, LeBron
Who,
doesn't have
AD?
the last person to get one. Bradley Beal.
He
Oh, okay.
doesn't have that much value. Listen, why would somebody give you something for a 39-year-old player?
Who,
Yeah,
LeBron?
not no sorry team.
Oh, no.
Not no
Wait,
sorry team.
wait.
You have to.
LeBron is worth it because of not only what he brings you on the court, but what he brings to the organization value-wise
Leadership.
and eyes and revenue to the area.
But
Like
I mean,
that's why
I
he's still a
Shit.
circus.
I think
That's
I
one
think
of the
he's a good almost fucking coach on the court for a lot of these young guys too. I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like when after these guys play with LeBron James, their basketball IQ is fucking immense.
Yeah, but I'm not.
But I'm
giving
with
you
Reg
my
though.
use. I'm not giving you my
He's
use for
39.
LeBron James. I'm not.
yeah.
Yeah, like
It'll be
you would have to get a third team to come in to try to make a trade. Like, ain't no sorry team about to give up their future for a 39
Yeah.
player.
right because he only giving you a year and a half, maybe like at that new
Max.
team. I can't even see him doing 2 years for sure.
Max.
So
no
you gotta
way.
hold off.
Wait. So you doing the Zion Williamson for LeBron James trade or no?
Nah, I think
nah.
Zion is a bust, bro.
I think Zion is
I
a bust,
agree.
but I think I think he's more valuable than LeBron, only because LeBron James is
Okay.
30.
Bro,
I think that's a crazy take.
No. I think that I think you're taking what I'm saying the wrong way. I'm not saying he's better than LeBron James.
No, I know
weed is-
that. Yeah.
This weed is not that good.
Well, he has more potential right now because he's young.
Right, yeah, right. How is he? 26
Right.
at
Yeah.
max? How
No,
old
he's
is he?
under that.
He
I
played a
just- I
full
think he's-
season yet.
I think he's
He
24.
under 25,
if
but not
that.
Okay. He's 24. I feel that Zion can stay in the NBA until he's about 30. There's no fucking way on God's green earth that LeBron James is going to be an active player in 6 years. You can't convince me of that. If he
No,
do
that's
that
a fact.
shit, if he
You're
do
right.
that, listen.
But you're right. But here's the part.
There's no way.
Here's the part we're not factoring in. Zion Williamson can't stay on the court to even be an active player in 5 years. He's not hasn't played more than 60 games yet, has he?
No, not in the season.
Not in the
Man,
season.
that's
He can't
crazy.
stay on the court for nothing.
I
Is
mean,
LeBron going to sign off to play with these younger guys to be a part of a rebuild, or is he going to just sign these 1-year deals and leave?
I think he's starting to get into that transition phase where he's starting to figure out that, damn,
1
it's,
year.
it's talent coming up that I can't fucking hoop like that. I mean, I'm old. But
Let them
I-
young bulls do the work.
I know he wants to play with this kid. I mean, at some point he wants to play with Bronny, and he's a year or 2 years away from doing that shit. So I
Bronny
think
got some weight.
after he plays with Bronny
got
and wherever
ways
he
to
fucking gets signed to, he's gonna go get traded there for a year and retire. That's gonna be his retirement.
But
year.
that's another reason why if I'm a team, I'm not trading away my future for LeBron because he's going to try to leave just to go with Bronny.
listen,
That's
the
why
only
you
way-
get Bronny.
the
Yeah,
only
right.
way-
That's why you signed Bronny.
Listen, the
But what
only
if
way,
Bronny ain't? I'm not signing Bronny if he ain't good enough.
Oh, he hooping. He
He's a
hooping.
good-
I've been
he's a-
paying attention.
I'm gonna say he's probably the best overall basketball player in college right now.
You pay attention to his last 2
I think
games.
that's a stretch.
That's
I
a
mean,
real
Really?
overall basketball player. Come
That's
on,
it.
who are,
Really?
coached by LeBron James?
Overall
Dog.
basketball
Are
player.
you saying potential or overall? Like, are you saying
Yeah, potential.
potential.
I'm just
Okay,
saying,
that's
If the
different.
nigga-
Potential's
he
different.
has the craziest fucking potential ever.
He's not
Like,
tall enough. He's only
I'm not gonna
6'3".
go that way either, though.
Listen,
Like
listen.
crazy
Do you know
potential
how
ever.
common? Do you know how common and how easy it is to come up on an athletic 6'3" guard? We're not talking about somebody that's like his dad, that's 6'9", that drop dimes and all that shit. Listen, Bronny, I think Bronny probably can make it to the NBA. Maybe.
They got him at 6'4". They got him
Maybe.
at 6'4". He might be 6'3".
Yeah,
Maybe.
he ain't 6'4".
But he's not. Listen, if they draft him after this season, that's a waste of a draft pick, especially if you pick him in the first round. You got to be either smoking crack or fucking have some kind of influence or getting paid for that, because he's not like that yet. Not yet. Maybe.
Agreed. He's a couple years away from like.
Listen, you
really-
just got
I
to
don't know
draft
about a
him.
couple of
You don't
years.
have to draft him in the top 5, in the top 10. You just got to draft him.
Mm-mm.
If I'm a GM
I'm not-
and I'm being honest,
Mm-mm.
it depends on where my franchise is at. If I'm a middle of the road franchise and I'm trying to rebuild or whatever the case, and I'm in a smaller market, say like Minnesota, say if it was Minnesota or maybe San Antonio or somebody like that, I draft him because I know I get LeBron James. I draft him because I know I get the circus that comes along with it, the eyes and the revenue that comes along with it. That's the only reason the Lakers are keeping LeBron James and Anthony Davis, is because they know they can't win, but they know with it, the exposure and the media money.
I mean,
And so
that's the
there's
only
still
reason.
cash cow.
That's the only reason the
there's
Lakers
cash
are
cow.
featured on ESPN and shit like that is because they got LeBron James and AD.
It's the
I
same
agree with
conversation
that.
with Dion. It's like Colorado got Dion so they get more exposure. Has he won anything? No, but he was
Hey,
in
DJ.
big games.
Hey, DJ, let me ask you a question. Does any of this,
Yeah.
what we're saying right now, sound familiar to you?
Does it sound familiar?
Dallas.
Ah!
I mean,
That's Dallas. All day.
yeah. I mean, I know the Cowboys they don't care. That's a media thing.
Reggie, you was wrong. For
But
that.
my thing though,
No,
I'm not trading.
That's smart marketing.
I'm not trading. I'm not drafting the first round. LeBron at 39, 40 is not the player I'm worth. Maybe taking just an average, or I might not want to take Bronny here. He might not be a first round pick. I'm not taking him just to get LeBron.
Oh,
He
no.
ain't that player no more.
No.
Like Bronny gonna have
I
to
agree
become
with
a
that.
first round pick on his own merit.
Right.
I agree with that.
I say Bronny would be maybe a first round pick after his junior year, maybe.
No, he gonna be.
I don't know.
he'll
He's
be a
progressing
lottery-
really quick,
He's
man.
progressing, bro. I'm telling you right now, he's hooping for USC. Like,
Wait a
he's
minute.
like,
I
Yeah.
see.
But
listen,
I
see on
just
my
had the
phone-
stats up. I just had the stats up. He's not hooping for his past 2 games. He
Thank
put
you,
up 0
thank you,
points,
thank you.
and even against Stanford, he put
Thank
up
you.
2 points. You
Thank you.
cannot
Listen, I'm
count a
taking
guy
words
getting
right out
10
my
and
mouth. I'm
15
trying
on
to say
only
that.
2 times.
Yeah, like
I seen it on my phone at work. He played 24 minutes or 25 minutes and didn't score at all.
Like, you
Oh,
can't play
yeah.
25 and
Yeah.
not score a single bucket. That's
Right.
you forget this is the NBA. The NBA doesn't draft a lot of times off of all the highlight stats that you put up. They go off of potential. And right now his potential is the potential they got him at is another Drew Holiday. That's what they got him pegged as, the second coming of Drew Holiday at worst. That's his floor.
I want to see Drew Holiday's freshman stats. That's what I want to see. They probably don't even got that. But I think Bronny gonna be all right. He's just not ready yet, you know.
I don't know. Like I said, give it a year or two for sure.
okay.
He'll
So
be
for
all
his,
right.
so
All right,
this is Drew Holiday's only game. 8.5 points. Average 1 steal, 3.7. So it's not too bad.
All right, moving on.
Moving on. We
All
got
Star
next.
Weekend. All Star Weekend's coming up, February 16th through the 18th.
Where's it at?
Indianapolis this year.
Who's trying to go to Indy? Who's trying to go to Indy?
I was wondering, do you guys think they should switch up the events, or do you guys think the whole weekend is cool? Do you think it generates enough viewers to the NBA? Think it's still doing its job?
It does.
I think
I think it's cool.
I think
they need to figure out the dunk contest though. Like something needs to be done with it. Either force stars to get in it or just get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's been a lot of controversy about the dunk contest the last like 1 or 2 years for sure. About who even are these people? You know, I've never even seen them dunking before ever. For over. Go ahead.
My fault. I don't care about them missing dunks, but I don't care about just it's the people that's in it. Like nobody cares about these people that's dunking.
Yeah, right. What else? Do you guys fuck with the Rising Stars state? That was something I don't know if I enjoyed the Rising Stars games.
I like the Rising Stars. I like the 3-point. I like all the events, but the dunk contest really.
I think if they just would pay people more to do it, I think
it's hard to hear.
We get better results. Put like a $10 million prize on it. You'll have some people go after that.
Yeah, because right now it's just like I don't even have like the real like rush to go watch a All-Star game like before.
Yeah,
because you know
right?
kind of what it's gonna go. It's just gonna be the exact same. Like, yo, give me the ball, I'm gonna shoot this. It's not more about best talents versus best talents. It's who could just shoot more, basically.
Seems like they clown around. They don't take the shit serious either. They clown around a lot. No one's playing defense. Like you said, it's just an offense fucking game.
Again, I think if they put a prize on that a little bit higher than what it is, I think they'll start taking it serious. You know, a lot of motherfuckers be having like back child support and bad investments and shit and trick bills through the roof and shit. So put about a good $2 million on that, on the winning team per player.
People start taking it serious for sure.
They start taking it serious. Might see a fight or two.
Shit, that's all right. I always like NBA fights.
All right, let's go into what we've been missing.
Let's go into the NFL and let's talk about the Texans beating the Browns 45-14.
All
my picks. I
would like to say all my picks were right. I would like to say that. Get that out the way.
Wrong as fuck. I'm shocked, but the Browns overachieved. I respect it.
CJ Stroud really man, I'd be amazed watching him for real. Like, he's much better in the NFL than he was at Ohio State. He was great at Ohio State.
He's that guy for real.
Yeah.
True.
I think it's almost like the Texans let him play how he wants.
Right.
Instead of Ohio State running like a certain system, the Texans are kind of like, yo, I'm going to let you play. Like, he ran for he started rushing. Like, not seen before this. Like, he had one good rush. Like, he does more rushes. He plays more like he wants to play. Like, how?
Yeah, like Ohio State didn't. Like Ryan Day didn't let him run. I mean, I heard Justin Fields talk about that. He said he just ran on his own.
Yeah, that boy nice. CJ Stroud special though, man. That dude.
Nice.
But that's how quarterbacks, man. Like he about to really change a lot. Like far than these quarterbacks coming in right away, the way he doing with no weapons and all that. He about to change, man. A lot of quarterbacks about to be, it's crazy because back then, players could come in, quarterbacks could come in the first round, sit for 2 years, 3 years, and even if they went in there, wasn't no pressure. But now what he doing, it's gonna be so much pressure on Caleb and all these players coming out, man.
Definitely for Caleb too.
He really just put the pressure on, because my thing is you can't say, well, he ain't got no weapons. Because let's be honest, Houston didn't have no weapons. He made those dudes. And don't get me wrong, once they got the confidence, they started balling now, like Nico and all them dudes. Once he gave them confidence he he was throwing them open. Now they get open on their own now. But that's that's having a good quarterback. And now these quarterbacks coming in, if you ain't doing what he doing or close to it, man, like now it's like even though I know Justin Fields nice, what this dude doing, it's like, man, you can't even be I don't even know what to say no more about these other quarterbacks, man, who say they ain't got no talent.
No, fact. But it is something for fitting though. I mean, look at Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Both ways work.
Yeah. Once you start, you do your thing, that confidence come in, man. These players be wanting to play, man. That's like even Singletary. He run that ball, man. He was just running for Buffalo. We just didn't run the ball. Like, dude wasn't sorry. We just wasn't running the ball. Like he'd have like 6 carries for like 50-something, 60-something yards, which is a good game, but we just didn't run the ball 2 years ago. Even last year we really didn't run it.
No, fact, so.
Maybe watch that. He was running hard on the Browns, man.
Next, you gotta talk about. Sorry.
My fault.
Next up, you got the Chiefs beating the Dolphins 26-7.
Say that weather, man.
It's been cold as fuck, boy.
That weather played.
Miami boys don't like it, huh?
A lot of boys don't like it, man.
If they played that game in Miami win.
See, I don't think the Rams would have liked it that, man. Who gonna like that, man? Ain't nobody that's from the that's in the hot. Like Buffalo is Buffalo, but they don't like playing in the cold. I don't know why people think that. Now this ain't the Buffalo of the '90s, man. Them boys don't like playing in the cold.
Yeah, but you get used to it when you you live there.
Yeah,
you kind of get used to it. You don't like playing in it.
It's a little different,
man. It's
right,
2024. There's so much money in the NFL. Why are all these arenas just covered?
It's stupid not to be, man. I understand. You talking about home field advantage. Forget that. If you good, you good, man. You put in a good game plan. If you adjust, man, they all should have domes. And don't get me wrong,
it should be the same temperature in every single stadium.
Man, keep it open if you do want a little bit of snow. If you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's on you. Like, man, I don't get it.
It was so deadly out there. 10 people are hospitalized from frostbite and hypothermia during that game.
I see somebody out there with no shirt on.
Because don't Minnesota got a dome, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and it's snow like crazy in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So it's like they all can have it because, like, man, if Minnesota can have a dome, man, they get snow, So it's like they all can have it. Green Bay, all these places can have it.
Minnesota gets feet of snow.
Shoot, Chicago. I guess they just don't want it.
Yeah, they just don't want it, man. Like Buffalo building a new stadium right now, right across from that stadium. Nice as heck, but nope. We thought they were gonna put a dome on it. Nope.
That's crazy.
I got work.
Especially like the Raiders, man. Like the Raiders stuff, the way the Raiders stadium is, you can just build it like that. I mean, like Las Vegas, everybody can build that type of stadium.
Definitely.
I mean, you could do more with it, I feel like, too. I mean, during the off season, right?
There's something to be said for playing in the elements, though. I mean, it got that old school football vibe. Like, I get it. I get the argument for both.
It was bad weather, bad chances for the Dolphins. I think if they would have faced against the Bills and beat the Bills that week, they wouldn't have the same conversation because they'd have to play somebody else. But you lose that game to the Bills, you got to play the Chiefs in their freezing weather. It's just how it happened.
They actually would have played the Bills again if they would have won.
But that's what it comes down to. Like, hey,
yeah,
handle your business.
But next, we got to talk about the Packers beating the Cowboys 48-32.
That was
crazy. It's your typical. It's your typical Dallas Cowboys, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. If Jerry Jones, he cared more about selling tickets, being on TV every day, like you said, Reg, than actually winning. And as long as we're talking about the Cowboys every day, long as everybody is showing up to the games, he ain't gonna care. It's the Cowboys. I mean, like they said, Green Bay ran like 12 personnel like plays or something, and like 40 something of them plays Dallas is in Nick. So you running the ball, you with 2 tight ends, heavy set, and you got 6 DBs out there. You went nickel and dime. It's the Cowboys.
Yeah, to be fair, sometimes in the playoffs, I expect nothing less from the Cowboys. It's not even as like he's an Eagle fan, it's like just a fan of football. When you see the Cowboys in the playoffs, you kind of feel like the other team always has a shot. Like I honestly did think the Packers would win. And that wasn't from like the Eagle side of me. It was just I could see the Packers being a little bit of a better, not as like creative.
I was worried about Aaron Jones. But when they came out and they said that Green Bay was in too high, I texted my dude and said, we about to have a problem. Dak cannot play against the 2 high look. Go back to every game he lose. San Francisco do it all the time. Buffalo did it this year.
Yeah, Buffalo did it.
You keep the safeties deep. For some reason, Dak struggles. And I don't get it. You've been in the league for 8 years. You shouldn't be still struggling against that look. My fault, man. I had to get that off. I've been frustrated for a few days about the Cowboys. Man.
That's what we here for you to vent.
Yeah,
I've been keeping it in for a few days. I'm like, I'm just gonna let it out on the show.
Hey, don't worry. Me and Big Chicken go let ours off too soon.
I got 2 more games to talk about before I have to get mad. So I don't even. We got going to one of those next games with the Lions beating the Rams 24-23.
I didn't even watch the game. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Good game. Both teams play hard. Just one of those games where you just the better team won. I think Detroit executed in ways that the Rams couldn't. And wait for Detroit to go ahead and get a playoff win, man. I'm excited for them because I know that the Super Bowl. If they go to the Super Bowl and win it, the parade is only going to be 50 miles up the road for me. So I'm gonna go.
Oh, shoot, I don't blame you.
That will be fun to go up there, pop up at the parade.
Yep. Hey, y'all can. Hey, DJ, all y'all, DJ Terran, all y'all can come up. And y'all got a place to stay, and we all gonna mob up there up to the parade.
Oh,
we gonna
that's what
stream for the parade if they win it.
Buffalo and Detroit gonna be in it anyway. So hey.
I like the Terran got high hopes, man. You know what? He's a believer because he never
really
lost all season.
Listen,
DJ, chill out, DJ.
Terran, free fighting on y'all, man. Like Terran ain't.
Hey, DJ, chill out, DJ.
Buffalo, man.
Buffalo for life, Mafia, baby.
I've been trying to get Dre through to kick him out of that Buffalo. He ain't really Buffalo like that.
Why not? I'm jumping up to tables.
Nah. When they winning, yeah. When they losing, you picking. You was a New England fan. You were telling me Uncle Tom Brady.
Whoa.
Nah, never that.
Yeah, I remember.
Tell him to show proof.
I got proof. I'm gonna go find it. You know, iPhones can pull everything up. You know that, right?
Man.
You know, iPhones can pull stuff up. I'll come back with proof.
Cat still got iPhone?
Yeah.
Well, when talking about Buffalo, you got to talk about the score with them beating the Steelers 31-17.
Let's
I
go.
didn't know that coming, but I do think Pittsburgh got something with Mason Rudolph and Pickett. Like I don't think Rudolph is that bad.
Yeah, no, I think he proved a lot more than he did for previous years. Like he actually came in there and throw for 229 yards as a third string quarterback isn't bad. That's not bad.
Nah, he did his thing.
Josh wanted him more. You can't complain.
If he don't throw that interception in that end zone, like even in the first half, it'd have been a different game. Definitely would have been a different game with TJ Watt in there. Like it's crazy one player like that, man, make a big difference like that too.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Wholeheartedly.
Because And that get me to, like you said, like, man, like Michael Parsons, man, like they got to figure something out when teams run, because there's no reason that, you know what I'm saying, they figuring that they got to figure something out how to use him, because there's no way teams is, you know, running the ball and they taking him out, man. They got to, he's too good of a player for this to happen, man, for like him not to, when teams start running, you like, where this dude go, man? Like, it's no way that should be happening.
It's a scheme. He's too light. He's 250 pounds.
But even when the Steelers lose, though, like TJ Watt make a difference, though, no matter what.
Right. But I'm saying, but Dallas got to commit to a 3-4. You can't have him at the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They need to figure something out, because when Dallas lose, you like Michael Parsons, you don't hear his name. But even when the Steelers lose, you know TJ Watt did his thing still.
Agreed.
But then I don't know. But what's the old boy for Cleveland? He ain't show up against Houston though. They took him out though. What's the DN for the Cleveland
Myles
Browns?
Garrett?
Yeah, Myles Garrett. He got taken out. That
Clowney, but what the hell is his name? Yeah,
Myles Garrett, man. He ain't do nothing that game. Y'all watch that game? They schemes was nice.
Yeah. But I think we passed it. I think we should be past the time where we just judging rushers off of sacks, like pressure rates and all that.
That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, it do you right. Because sometimes that's why other people getting sacked, and sometimes they blow the sacks too, though. You know,
right?
Like sometimes, like say Michael Parsons gets double teamed and somebody else got the sack and you don't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, they ain't looking at that. So you right, because he definitely getting pressure still, and he get hold the most out of anybody. I can't admit that. Once you told me, I started paying attention. This dude getting hold like crazy, and they refused to call it. They finally called 2 against Green Bay, and I was shocked in the first half.
Yeah, I was shocked they called 2. But with that said, though, Dallas just should just go to a full out 3-4.
Well,
Dallas need to figure it out. Go ahead, Big Chicken. I'm sorry.
Let's talk about another NFC East team that needs to figure it out with the
man, let's skip that, man. Just skip that.
Losing to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 32-9.
I think Philly got a problem, and it comes and it's the quarterback. It's hurt.
I personally think it's the coordinators. I don't know.
Let me actually, if Justin Fields in that offense, do you think y'all go to the next round?
You said with Justin Fields?
If Justin Fields is in that Eagles offense,
no.
With AB in them, with AB and Smith, with AB and Smith man.
Fields is more talented, but I'm not sure if he's ready yet, like to take that next step.
If he had those weapons, you don't think he's taking that next step?
No, I don't know, not at all. I'll have the argument. I'm sorry. I like Justin Fields, but he's not. No, he's not a playoff leading player. Let's be honest.
But how can we? They all on the same level to me. That's what I'm saying. Him and Fields and them. Because if you put if you put Hurts on the Chicago Bears, is it different? It ain't gonna be no difference.
I think Fields got a problem with processing. Like I don't think he's.
If you put Hurts on that Chicago Bears team the last 2 years, you think they're gonna be different?
Probably not.
It's gonna be a difference? Probably not. Heck, no, it's not.
And the thing is, I think if you put Justin Fields in the Eagles situation, I personally do believe that we would still be here. We still would have not went to the Super Bowl last year.
But it's the same.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I get it.
I don't think Fields like Philly don't run the football, whether they got Fields or not. Because DeAndre Swift is cold. They don't give him the ball.
Yeah, they doing what Buffalo did last year, man. I don't know why they went away from their running game. I do not know why the Eagles did that, man. That's why, some of the coaches got to go. If it ain't the head coach, somebody got to go.
The thing, I think, with Philly right now is a whole coaching problem and a defensive secondary problem.
Oh, Bradbury turned into like
Bradbury should be gone. He needs to get gone. They need to trade him, do whatever, cut him, do what you got to do.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't give a man an extension and then he instantly pull running back for the Cowboys, Old Ohio State dude. You can't disappear on the defense. You can't do that. And he did it. Like, you got no stop.
he was good though. Like he was legit. I heard that extension. Like Bradbury was really good
He was
Yeah.
trash this year.
until
He
he just
was-
like.
He was. I mean, he had the one thing that threw me off is that he was trash during the Super Bowl. He did allow a lot of stuff during that Chiefs Super Bowl win. I was like, okay, it's fine. He's gonna come back next year, probably digress a little bit, but not too much. He digressed to the point where he allowed the most touchdowns out of that secondary. You can't do that. You can't allow that, especially not against the old Micah Evans.
And
You
the
can't do
thing,
that.
y'all gave. Remember, y'all cut Flay at the beginning of last year. What if he wouldn't have came back?
Say it one more time.
Like, remember Slay? He was
Oh,
Slay.
Slay?
He was cut. Yeah, at first, but then I think they was bringing him back on like a kind of like what y'all did with Fletcher Cox.
Yeah. Well, what we have is our head coach. We have a coordinator's problem, like you said, and the head coach lost the team. The players didn't have faith in the coaches. They didn't have faith in the system. They felt like when you feel like your coaches don't know what the hell you're doing, and you going from 10-1 to where we ended up at, you're and there's no change. There's no immediate changes made. There's no proper adjustments, and the coaches go about it like, oh, we'll fix it, we'll figure it out. Nah, and you lost a team. I hate to say that because these are all professionals and they know to do their damn job, but that you can just tell. You can tell going into the playoffs that was a team that was already defeated.
Right. How do you
They
fix
were-
it though?
It's either the head coach has got to make some changes, or the head coach has to be changed, and you bring in a whole new staff.
What you do with AJ Brown?
Trade his ass.
Trade. I think he's a great receiver. I just don't like him where he's at right now and how he's being right now. Where
I mean,
like
the
we're
reason
going
why-
into a playoff situation, you're supposed to support your team even if you're not out there. By the way, he deleted everything off his profile of the Eagles. That is
Yeah.
drama. You did this with the Titans, and I think I told Jamar, I'm like, yo, I don't like how he did that. And everybody was excited about him coming here. I'm like, but he did that to a team that didn't even treat him that bad. And then you
He's
instantly
right.
remove it. You get mad when you don't get the ball because Smith's hooping like he is, like 148 yards during one playoff game by himself. Like
Right.
Smith had a great year and you got mad. It's just, I think you trade him. I think you get rid of him. This is my personal opinion. I don't know.
You can get something for him too though. Like this is probably the best you can get
I'd
right
trade
now.
him. I would
probably
trade him. I would trade him while he's got some value to his name. Listen, man, I don't know what we trade him for. Another DB, another something. He got to
DB,
go.
pass
That attitude,
rusher.
he's a cancer to the locker room now. He's a problem.
I agree.
Yeah, it's the
Jason
Eagles.
Kelsey. I'd say real quick, congratulations on a great career.
Definitely well deserved. Definitely well deserved. Definitely, I think my favorite center of all time, mainly because I'm an Eagles fan, but also just his personality, what he brought to on the field, off the field, for all the things he done for like the Eagles Autism Foundation alone. Everything he did as a human was just great. He played great in this game, and it was an unavoidable situation for a lineman. I'm glad he retired, so he doesn't have to go through these next couple of years of what's going to be filled with it. But definitely, I think he's a legend in his own right, and definitely Hall of Famer for sure.
Definitely.
Definitely. Shout out to Travis Kelsey. Oh, dope center.
I mean, he know me. Where they at?
We won't be
Big shot.
we won't be pulling off that push the tush push. We won't be pulling it off too much because I believe he was the foundation of us being able to be successful with that.
Hopefully,
But-
but I hate that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I've been humbled this sports season, guys. So I don't know what to tell y'all. My Eagles started off 10-1. I was high. My Florida State was undefeated. I was high. I was like, there was nothing you could tell me. And then it all collapsed. I don't know what to tell you about sports right now, okay? Everything I thought I knew went out the window.
Man, just don't carry it with you. Like I used to really carry it. I used to, but like LeBron, when LeBron said something a couple years ago, it made me kind of like I still get mad, but like I don't get mad like I used to. Like Alex Turan, I used to be, man, I ain't even watching TV until like the next week. But like when LeBron was like, man, he like, man, I'm he said something like, I'm still rich.
Hey DJ, you unplugged for a week?
Man, I was done, man.
I gotta get away.
Listen, but you know, LeBron, he said something like he told the reporter, I'm still rich. And it made me realize, like, man, these players, they're still rich. They still good. We over here mad about our teams, and they rich.
Yo,
So just like, man, forget about it.
At the end of the day, sports is just for entertainment, right? So if you can't have fun with it,
Right. Talk your little trash.
And
It's
and
what it
unless you losing money on these games, it shouldn't matter that much to you and your heart. Unless you lose
Right.
like 100,000, then you gotta feel a different kind of way.
Man, if
I'm
I
not saying
lose
yeah,
$5,
it's
like it's playing on my
Yeah,
heart.
I be mad losing 20. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know though.
That 20 does feel like a
Hey,
heartbreak.
hey, Devon. DJ do be mad losing $20 though.
100,000, I might be in jail.
10, man.
Yo, real quick, let me address my my biggest supporter / biggest hater, my brother D80, with this comment talking about that was karma for your Neon Dion hatred. There was no hate with Dion. I was only spewing opinionated facts. Okay,
It's just true
opinionated
love.
facts.
Like if you
True
can't
love.
someone the truth, then what's the point of speaking? You know what I'm saying?
It's not my fault you thought they was going bowling when they won their first 4 games and you thought he was the truth. I mean, I knew.
Hey,
I didn't make him go 4-8. So hey,
You know, but
I fell for it.
hey man,
I fell for it a little bit.
Dion sold everybody. If he, hey, look, what did he say after they beat who was it they beat? And he was like, "Do you believe? Do you believe now? Do you believe now?"
Okay,
then. That's all I gotta say. Oh, I believe
at the TCU, at the TCU, yeah.
after TCU. I believe, I truly believe. I knew it the whole time. So, now what we got next? What we got picks?
Do you believe that? Huh?
Who said I didn't believe before?
No. I read through that book.
We got picks next.
I read through that.
Gotta go through the clip one more time. Next is pick time. And to start it off, you got to talk about the Texans versus the Ravens.
Sorry, CJ, your run is over.
Come
Baltimore.
on, I'm rooting for CJ. I
Yeah,
got
I'm rooting for
CJ.
CJ too, man.
I'm going with the upset too.
I'm rooting for him, but Baltimore gonna win.
Yeah, there you go. Baltimore's gonna win, but I'm rooting for CJ.
I'm risking my undefeated playoff, callings. I'm gonna go with the Texans. I truly do believe CJ is that
I'm
talented.
going with the Texans, man. Maybe it's just one of those years where a rookie about to do some great things.
We all about to unplug next week. We're gonna be like,
And we're gonna be like, man, we know better. He was playing Lamar Jackson.
yeah, we knew better.
I personally think if the Texans can beat the Ravens, I think they can win it. I think they can win it all. I truly do.
Nah, facts though. They pulled that off, man.
Facts. Besides Buffalo, though, I do agree.
There you go. Come on, Pat, man. I'm going Patty. That's the next question,
Dude,
man.
I'm being serious. I'm saying besides Buffalo, I agree.
That's the next question. I'm going Pat Mahomes, man.
We got to go to the next game, which is the Packers versus the 49ers at 8:15.
Niners.
49ers all the way.
49ers.
What the Niners?
I want to believe 2 young QBs can do it, but I don't think you're beating out that 49ers defense, how tough they are.
I don't think nobody beating San Fran.
Well, the Ravens could, and they did, so I don't know. But I think I truly think the 49ers probably gonna make it to the bowl. But next you gotta talk about the Bucks versus the Lions at 3 p.m.
Detroit. I wanted to try to
That
pick
might end up
Tampa,
being a
but
good game right there.
I know.
That might be the most fun game out of all of them besides Chiefs and Bills.
I'm putting my money on the Buccaneers, but
I'm
I'm
gonna go
going. I'm
Lions.
putting my mind, my heart on the Lions.
Yeah.
My heart and my
Detroit.
money is on the Bucks. I love Baker. He's my QB. We need him on the
Baker,
Eagles.
look,
You want the
his luck
Lions?
worked out.
Yeah, I would trade Jalen Hurts for Ray. What's his face? Baker.
Are they not doing it for that? For how much Jalen's at? I wouldn't do it either. 180 million.
With that contract.
That's gonna kill any team.
Listen, I'm nice enough. I'll even give you AJ Brown.
You got the 3 receivers in Jalen. Come on, you might as well take it.
Hey, that'd be nasty, though.
You got to talk about the Rams.
That'd be nasty.
Next, you got to talk about Turan's team, the Buffalo Bills, facing off against the Chiefs in Buffalo.
Pat Mahomes. Let's go. Let's end this suffering. Let's end all of this.
Hey, we home, man. It's payback.
Let's go Bills.
Listen, I promise y'all one thing. Once Buffalo lose, watch Turan switch up.
Man, why would I switch up if I'm loyal? Hey, people that's loyal don't switch, man. Like, I'm loyal to the team.
Also, Turan is a jinx, and he bet on the Cowboys, and that's really why we lost. It should have been a draft.
I really did bet on him, though, even though I said, man, that's a bull.
Yo, your Packers pick. You could have seen, Cowboys in Super Bowl.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the Bills are pretty much consistently the Cowboys of the AFC. They all this hype, get in the playoffs, and get right there, and then it never manifests to a Super Bowl.
The crazy thing about it, though, I think the Bills could actually win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they just got to actually get there.
Yeah, I don't want to hear Turan mouth, so.
We gonna win it, though. We can't say we could win it. I hate when people say we could when we will.
Hey,
I want y'all to win for Grace too.
You got to get there first.
We not the Eagles of last year. We winning it.
Man, you the Buffalo the last 4 years. You ain't getting Eagles.
I forgot about that. My bad. Hey, you ain't allowed to go back that far. We ain't allowed to go back that far. That's why we got to. Like, we can mess with Dallas because they keep losing. We can't go back that far with Buffalo. That's when it's over that many years, they don't count.
All right, Big Chicken. What is that? It or we got one more?
That's all the games. That's all the games.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I think this has been some good football thus far. Man, I want to send shout outs to the whole crew, DJ, C5, Turan, shout out Miguel, shout out Reg, shout out my bro D80, and we like for y'all checking in. We continue to grow and build something special and positive, and continue to make changes and alignments, and hopefully everybody go on truthentertainmentfilms.com and sign a petition for the Cowboys to bring back Tony Romo for next season.
Oh, done deal.
We in the Super Bowl with Romo, baby. Let's go.
CD gonna go for 150 alone.
Bring me back, Romo. We got it.
Hey,
we trust.
And shout out for Reggie for the hot take of the day. I think this one isn't as crazy as the Romo one, but him saying that Terrell Davis is like the second best running back to play in the NFL had me going.
I think him saying Derrick Rose didn't deserve his MVP had me gone, bro.
Yeah,
Reg.
He had some crazy takes this episode.
Man, he liked the debate, man. He tripping on that one.
That dude, nobody took the bait, and he was like, I'm going to bed.
Man, that man Derrick Rose is killing the lead. He tripping.
He tripping. No, Derrick Rose deserved that. He was the youngest MVP to ever win it, right?
Yeah.
Like, it took Bosh Wade. It took all three of them boys to beat that man. He tripping.
like I said, Rose would be finishing up a Hall of Fame. We'd be talking about his point guard ranking right now if he was healthy.
For sure.
Yeah.
He probably would have had a stellar, probably the best point guard in the league. Talking about.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And we knew he was gonna get hurt though.
Yeah. Everybody be safe out there with this cold, frigid ass weather. Bundle up. If you out there messing with something you ain't got no business messing with, strap up. If you go into her house and you still messing with chicks that live in the projects, strap up with a condom and bring your heater. And I'm not
DJ.
talking about keeps you warm because she ain't paid her like
I don't deal with that no more.
he said no.
DJ, stay out in Westlake.
Nah, yeah. I ain't going to Westlake, but I live on the north side. I don't belong over there.
C5, you got any shout outs?
I was just gonna say, keep a lookout for our TikTok. Chop it up and start posting some clips from this episode. So be on the lookout for our TikTok, AAA.
Yeah, check AAA TikTok. DJ, you got any shout outs? Anybody else you want to show some love to? Any of your 6 baby mamas you want to show some love to?
Nah, I'm good.
Teran, I know you always got some love to show to somebody.
Hey, you already know, man. Hey, love to the crew, the whole crew. Shout out to my wife for letting me, be on this podcast this late. Cause I know she tired as heck though, man. But hey, I gotta give her props for letting me be on it. I don't need permission though. I'm just saying.
Nah,
You're looking out, wifey. You're looking out, wifey. Hey, I don't need permission. Hey, I don't need permission.
I was gonna say,
hey, nah, I really.
He was saying that, looking over his shoulder, looking at her.
Hey, I really. Hey, I could go on camera right now, but I don't want to right now because
Yo, we
hey,
understand.
Hey, wink, 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 wink.
Yo, shout out to the missus for letting that brother be on. We appreciate you. He's a vital part of what we do. We wouldn't be us without him. So tell her we said thank you.
For sure.
Hey, no doubt. Hey, they said thank you.
We don't want you to go Debo that and then be sitting outside on your car talking to us and talk about you gotta get ready for bed and climb in the back seat and go to sleep. Yo, I want to thank everybody. Big Chicken, you got any shout outs before we close it?
Nah, just everybody, man. It's been great. We're only gonna be better, grow better. That's all I gotta say.
All right. This is a AAA production brought to you by Truth Entertainment Films. Like you said, check us on all social medias, TikTok. I think we got a Snap too now. I'm not for sure. Snap, X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. We everywhere. We everywhere and anywhere and there. So thank y'all, brothers. All y'all be safe. Have a good night. God bless y'all and peace.
Take care.